What up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here, wishing you a happy new year. That is right, the year 2021 is gone and 2022 is here. And I felt like a great way to kick off today is to react to Anthony Padilla. I spent a day with RANBOO. That is right, I know we've all been absolutely hyped up for this video, and I am beyond hyped to react to it. So I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo, woo. Oh, let's go, Sasuke. Let's learn about some RANBOO today.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Visit BetterHelp.com/Padilla because
This is gonna be
sometimes
so good.
existing is exhausting. My name's Anthony Padilla, and I spent a day with RANBOO. We'll uncover the truth about why he's kept his face hidden and the severe discomfort that he pushed through in order to reveal his eyes for the first time earlier this month. And we'll also hear some intense stories about what forced him to grow up so quickly. By the end of this video, we'll find out if entertaining millions of followers while remaining completely anonymous has been entirely gratifying, or if amassing one of the most engaged fan bases on the internet has come with struggles more cruel than anyone could ever fully imagine.
Oh, this can be good, chat. RANBOO.
Hello, RANBOO.
Ah!
I just had you on here 7 months ago.
He did. Oh, that's he did like. Or it says it right there. I spent a day with Minecrafters. It was Tommy, RANBOO, Wilbur. Who was the third?
Turned
Anyways,
18
it
and you
was-
graduated.
Yeah.
And then you also had a billboard in Times Square.
That's still the
that's
coolest
right.
thing I think that has ever happened.
Did you get to see it in person?
I did not get to see it in person, sadly, but I saw like everyone else that like got to see it, and people actually like drove to see it. I was just like,
That's
oh dang,
crazy.
maybe I do have a little bit more of an
RANBOO, our
impact than I
beloved.
think.
Anyone who's not familiar with who you are that's watching this is probably like, what's up with the face mask and sunglasses inside?
Basically, I just like just don't really like using the camera all the time. So then I also don't like showing my face out there. So that's why I like keep it hidden.
You've never shown your face online in content that you've created.
No. It's mainly actually because I remember the first time that I like tried to make an IRL video and I actually wasn't wearing the mask and glasses. And then I realized like when I was editing, I cannot stand like looking at this. Whenever I like see my face for like long periods of time, I have a very warped perception of it to the point where like whenever I see it, it causes me like anxiety and panic sometimes, especially when like I try to understand that other people may be perceiving it in certain ways as well.
Wow,
Have you
chat.
always felt this kind of facial dysmorphia, or is it something you developed?
I mean, it's kind of something that I've always felt, but then it became very heightened, of course, with like the whole like becoming like a public figure. But then I found like the solution is just wear the mask and glasses.
You did just do.
Now I know, like, so RANBOO said right he was gonna do a face reveal at 5 million subs, and then his facial dysmorphia, like, you know, he started becoming more and more uncomfortable with the thought of doing that face reveal. So I know he pushed that off, but still, I gotta give super proud of RANBOO when he did his eye reveal. I mean, that is something that I know he struggled with, and just to even do that, I mean, it just shows the growth, and he's becoming more and more comfortable with himself, which, you know, love that for him. That's good for him.
An eye reveal.
Yeah,
The other day.
Yeah, I did.
You revealed your eyes to the internet for the first time.
Yes.
I will.
Oh,
See you guys then.
go!
How did that all happen?
Basically, at the beginning of my stream, like when I pressed the go live button, I was just like, it's the 1 year of National RANBOO Day.
Your own holiday.
And wanting to do an eye reveal for a little bit. And the last like 15 minutes was when I was decided like, okay, this is what's happening. So I like tried to like steer the conversation so that my friends would leave.
You wanted them to go so you could reveal your eyes to the world.
See me in the stream when one of them's coming back, me just going.
leave me alone. I'm trying to have an intimate moment with hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah, and then I did it, and then I just turned off my phone, and then just like kind of just like sat there and like just like sitting and contemplating.
But here you are. You showed up today
That is
without your
awesome.
glasses on.
Yeah.
Is that how comfortable you're starting to get?
Yeah, I never really wore my glasses out in public, like anyway. It was just mainly on like the internet. Because I know that most people are very respectful and they won't try to like take a photo from afar. Like,
Right.
I'm able to comfortably walk around and just without the glasses, and I have been able to do that for a while, thankfully.
Did your friends come in and
job.
congratulate
Good
you?
job,
or
Rambo.
were they proud of you?
That's the main reason why I came here, was because I didn't want to be alone during it, because I know that if I was alone during it, then I might have gone into like the rabbit hole of like searching up like the negative things. And having something like that critiqued, and something that I already critiqued myself because of it, is just like not really something that I wanted to have to necessarily deal with all the
I
time.
do like
Did
that
you start
hoodie,
to
Rambo.
see yourself through the lens of what comments might say?
Yeah, exactly. And then especially like when you like look in the mirror for too long, and then like stuff starts becoming warped and everything, it just doesn't, just not a good time in general. I am, again, thankfully getting help for it. It's definitely good that I'm aware of kind of what I have to do.
So when you say you're getting help, does that mean that you're like talking with a therapist about your
Yeah,
insecurities?
talking with therapists about it, talking with like other content creators as well that have gone through like the same thing.
Wow. Uh-oh,
You
chat.
plan to do more streams without your glasses and reveal your eyes more?
Before I did like an eye reveal stream, I was like terrified to move in the wrong angle.
Oh, really? Because
Like,
someone
during-
might see your eye through the side of your
Yeah,
glasses?
no, during like my first actual face cam stream, I remember like I stayed in like one position the
You're
whole
like,
time.
hi, I'm a game.
Just frozen. Hi,
And then
guys,
I
welcome
turned
to my
off my
stream.
camera to turn. And that's part of the reason why I was able to do the eye reveal, was because I've been like getting that help, which has been good.
And is that with the hopes of revealing your face someday?
I think part of me, you know, like wants to reveal my face just to kind of reveal my face. But also part of me knows that like I don't really have to. It's more becoming part
true.
of like the brand, you know, the character.
You
So chat, so this is definitely something that I 100% agree with. You know, I kind of go back and forth on like the whole face reveal thing, because I think people like RANBOO, Dream. I actually think RANBOO's a little bit different, because he does stream. You just don't get to see his face. But for people like RANBOO, Dream, and say Corpse, like that is part of their brand, and I think, you know, because they have built their brand like that, like they really got to contemplate, like, you know, at the end of the day, what does the face reveal do for them? Like for RANBOO, I think like it can actually help him, just like, you know, him doing his eye reveal, but, you know, like does it in the long run, will it hurt the brand? Because, you know, that mystery's kind of gone. So I don't know. I think that's a really tough decision for people who have gone faceless content creators. Like, if they do a face reveal, how do they want to go about doing it, and how does it affect their
You
brand?
made a promise that you would do a full face reveal at 5 million
Oh,
subscribers.
Man. Yeah.
And you're like, you're almost
Maybe.
at 4 now.
Maybe, honestly. I mean, you never know, like, unless
still
it
might do
reaches
it.
it like really, really fast.
Do you feel pressured to do a face reveal because you promised?
I know that if I do hit 5 mil, I'm still not ready. I can probably just make a video saying like, hey, this is where I'm at with everything. And that's just another like great thing about the fan base, is that they just completely understand it.
It's very true.
How long ago did you start making content?
A year and 2 months ago.
Was that the very
Crazy.
first video you ever uploaded to the internet?
I don't really count like my start of making content as like on the first day of my video upload. I count it as like the first day of like things actually like starting and me becoming serious about it. I just had like an old channel.
Whoa,
Wait, how old were you?
crazy.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was like 12, 13-ish.
What was that content like?
Random Minecraft stuff, pretty much. I can't actually pull them up.
Nice!
I actually have a stream
Nice.
here.
How many people
Nice!
were you streaming to at the time?
Oh, I think like 2.
And what are you streaming to now?
My maximum ever has been almost like 300,000, I think.
Okay, let's see what your life was like when you had 2.
all right.
Should be live. Okay, so hello. So yeah, I'm gonna be just like playing with viewers, pretty much anyone really. So yeah, so I'm just gonna be streaming and everything.
Just a lot
is
of
good.
like going in circles.
Yeah, yeah, guys, I I got a video?
I have not changed at all with my stream intros. So then when I uploaded that first video, you know, nothing happened from it, of course. The main thing that like gave me like that like really big drive was I started to DM different content creators on Instagram. I DM'd like Dream, I DM'd George, I DM'd like Tommy, I DM'd Tubbo.
All your peers now.
I DM'd like Phil as well, and then Phil was actually the one that responded. He was just like, I'm not one for critique, but it looks like you're having fun, so keep at it. Because the video was like getting no views, I could actually see exactly when his view was and how long he watched.
How long did he watch?
He watched like 60% of the video, and I was like, you know what, that's good. That kind of gave me like a boost. I was just like, I'm gonna continue to do this. Like, I got Phil. TikTok is like really easy to get views on for some reason. And then I uploaded the first TikTok. It started to do like pretty well. And then I uploaded the second TikTok, which was just like a clip, and then that started to do really well. 50,000 views, I was just like, this is crazy. And then I got like followers for the first time, and then people would go over to my YouTube and start to subscribe to that.
That's the moment that kind of started it all, and you had not taken a break except 4 days since
Yes, that is the moment that I was just like, all right, it's either I go all in on this and like maybe risk just nothing happening, and just me wasting my time, or I get something really cool out of this. I remember that I was like 100 viewers for the first time. Literally all the streams were just me going, oh my God, there's so many people watching me right now.
I'm streaming?
Puns, actually, another member of the Dream SMP. He was looking for someone to raid, and then some people in his chat were just like, oh, you should raid like this RANBOO guy.
RANBOO? Who's that? Oh, I'm raiding. I'll raid him.
And then he said, if he fails the speed bridge, I'll raid him. And then I immediately fell off as soon as he did that. So then I actually got the raid and everything, which was like, I think like 5,000 viewers.
He's raiding me? Go. Okay. Yes, I'm raiding him. Puns raid. Spam puns raid. Guys, hit the follow button.
So you went from 100 viewers to 5,100 viewers.
Pretty much just like having like a 3,000 viewer average on that one stream.
Did you have your view count on at the time?
Yes, I had my view count on the time, and I was like,
yeah, could you not stop looking at it?
Like, oh my God, it's so many people. After that, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just continue doing my Minecraft content and maybe put out a video every once in a while.
But really focus on streaming.
But really focused on streaming, because I was like, the Dream SMP was the goal. If I could get into that, then sky's the limit.
So awesome,
so
chat.
I made a
RANBOO's story is one of my favorite stories, because the dude just like, in a matter of a year, the dude has gone from essentially no one knows who he is to blowing up, but it's a sustainable blow up. Like, you know, he wasn't like an overnight, you know, one and done person. Like, he's still here, massive fan base, and the dude's just getting bigger, and I love it.
Tweet, which then I turned into a TikTok about reasons why I should join the Dream SMP. And then that TikTok that I made from that tweet, actually Dream commented on it himself and said, let's do a PvP battle. If you win, I'll let you on.
Why did he even bother looking at the TikTok?
I don't know. I guess I just came up on his For You page or something. It was the craziest thing. He actually added me on Discord as well after that, which was just like, okay, this has actually happened.
And then, within a couple of months, you were right there alongside these people you were just a fan of before.
So then I went live and all that. And then I started to do a bit on my stream where I was going to run for the president of Lemanburg on the Dream SMP.
You did a bit that you were going to run for president of something that
I was
were not even allowed to be part of.
I was not allowed to be part of. Because I just thought, hey, this could be a funny bit that I could do for a while. Midway through when I was doing this bit, Fundy and Phil had both just stopped a Dream SMP stream, and they rated me at the same time.
Wow.
With a total, I think, of like 30,000 viewers. And one of those people that were watching them was Dream. So then I look over on my second monitor to my Discord, and I see a DM from Dream when I'm doing this bit. And then he asked me, like, what's your IGN? And then as soon as he said that, I just knew, like, oh, this is happening today. Okay.
Oh, there we go. It worked. I'm here. I am here now. Dream is intimidating. I'm scared.
As soon as I ended the stream, I just went.
Can you fathom that, chat? Like, you're literally just gaming, streaming, having fun, you know, just a good old time, a grand old time. And you look over and just, it's a message from Dream. And yeah, God, man, like, I put myself in RANBOO's shoes, because, you know, I would absolutely love to be on the Dream SMP. And just to get that, what is your in-game name? Like, bruh, come on, bruh.
Went to my parents, and it was just,
like in a trance.
Almost. I was like, okay, I think I have to cut down on some school stuff because this might actually be my career.
Were you doing any work at that time, or was it just school?
No, it was actually, I applied for, I think, 6 different jobs during that summer.
Yeah?
And none of them hired me.
Where did you apply?
I applied at a Taco Bell. I applied at like a local grocery store, another Taco Bell. I really wanted to work at
He
Taco
loves,
Bell.
yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah,
he loves
those
himself some Taco Bell,
chalupas,
which I do
baby,
too.
at
It's my
half
kryptonite.
price. I'll take one.
I know, the discount. No one hired me, and I'm so glad that they didn't, because I wouldn't have had enough time to actually do anything.
It's funny
Everything
because a
happens
lot
for
of
a reason,
people
fam.
might feel defeated because they applied and were ignored at 6 different places. But sometimes it's those defeats that lead to something like
true.
what you're doing now.
Yeah.
You would not be.
This is why I love Anthony's videos. Like, again, he always has these great questions, you know, lighthearted ones, deep ones, but then he also always comes with like this wisdom, and the dude speaks facts, and I love it. Anthony is such a good dude, and I love his style of interviewing. Like, it's not too serious, but it's also not, it is serious. Like, at the same time, it's both. It's a roller coaster of emotions on an Anthony Padilla interview, and I love it. I love it because he finds a way to make the person and the viewer feel comfortable, and you're just hanging out. You're kicking
Be
it.
here if you had those jobs.
Because I really couldn't get a job anywhere, this was kind of just like, okay, this is my last sort of option.
There was a Twitch leak revealing the top streamer earnings, and you were one of the highest paid streamers on Twitch, number 16. How has your life changed most financially from where you were before you started streaming?
I've always been raised with a like conserving view
For sure.
of money. I think that's really, really helped me kind of keep a level head when it comes to like my first like actual Twitch payout. For me, just like completely just blowing it all. I've been able to like help them out financially, especially because like they were like so supportive. Imagine your child,
awesome.
right, going, okay, here's a job that may not work out that would require me to not do school.
It's called block game.
It's called playing
It's called
Minecraft in front of
block
people. If they had not been like really, really supportive, I don't think I would have been able to ever reach where I am now. And I've been able to help them using the stuff that I make from playing that block game, which is, again, I have a hard time wrapping my mind around it even today.
I grew up really financially insecure. I have images in my head of my mom, you know, counting the bills and you know, entering into a calculator the amount that we would be able to afford on groceries if she, you know, took certain things off her list or added certain things. I feel like that really instilled in me this kind of fear of not being financially secure, like wanting to always make sure that I was earning more and more to make sure that I would never have
I
to
can
worry
understand that
about
for sure.
those struggles that I dealt with as a kid, which I think has caused me in many ways to want to conserve my money too much, to the point where I'm like, I don't want to spend any money on myself at all.
Yeah, I still have a hard time like spending money on like things that are like not for content. I remember like we were shopping, there was like this shirt. I was just like, oh, this shirt's really, really cool, and it was like $100. And I just went, oh, okay, maybe not.
That is a ridiculous price for a shirt.
It is a lot for a shirt.
It is a lot for a
many
shirt.
people, when they reach a position like you, don't think twice about it.
Oh yeah, no, I've been around people that like don't think twice about like spending like a ton of money on these things, but it's not really for me,
$100
if
is
that
a lot
makes
for a
sense.
shirt.
Do you feel like you were
Chat, I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is such, I know we've all been so stoked and we've just been waiting patiently for this video. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having a really good time.
forced
This is
to
good.
go up quickly with so many eyes watching your every single moment and judging your every move?
Sometimes if you just take a step back and realize maybe I shouldn't be caring about this as much as I do, then you'll actually be like a lot happier on the internet. Because I remember that I used to care about a lot of things on the internet. I
Oh,
used to
really?
care
Like you would
about,
nitpick about the way people said stuff?
yeah, and the way that like I did stuff based on like other people's like opinions of me. And I just realized that like people doing something on the internet won't affect me as much in real life as it actually will.
I've started to kind of look at the internet kind of in the way that I used to when I first started making content, where it was like a playground to have fun and to entertain and be entertained.
Yeah.
But I feel like progressively it's like this place that's more real than real life and where you're exposed to all the horrible things on this planet. I feel like I became so focused on the negatives in the world that the internet became a negative place for me. And recently I've been like, oh wait, I can have fun here. I can choose what to focus my energy on.
I've had so many streams when I was like really.
So I love that he said that, right? Because there's a lot of negativeness, and especially on the internet. But it's almost like you got to pick and choose what either you see or don't see, or just how you let it affect you. Because there's always going to be haters, right? My channel gets haters. I get haters. I have I definitely have I guess a big personality, if you want to say that. And some people like it and some people hate it. And people are not afraid to let you know on the internet, and just, at the end of the day, you just got to hopefully not let it affect you, and just keep moving on and doing what makes you happy. Because that is what matters. At the end of the day, what makes you happy? And if you're doing that, then that's all that matters.
Caring about it, where just one chat message would fly by and it would just ruin the rest of the stream for me. Even though there's thousands of other really good ones, that one will always like stick in your mind. It's definitely a lot to take in, especially when you're like 17 and 18. Sometimes
that's
when you
true.
don't do anything wrong, what happens is they put you up on a pedestal, essentially.
Then you're this perfect
because I remember
model of what
that
a perfect
happened,
person is.
which then just made me really uncomfortable, and then even put more pressure on me. I was struggling with, I have to do everything perfectly. I have to always appease everyone. When I just realized that sometimes there's just not going to be people that will ever be happy with what you do or ever be happy with what you make.
That's very true. And I think just some people, like, they're unhappy with themselves, unhappy with life in general, and they want to project that negativeness and unhappiness on you, on other people. So that's why, at the end of the day, why I 100% ignore that crap.
Do you ever feel like your self-worth is attached to your numbers and your growth?
Yes, absolutely. For like those 200 days, how like happy I was directly was correlated on how many viewers I got that stream.
Did you like have your view count up and you were looking
my
down
view
at it?
my view count was up. I was consistently checking it. I was consistently checking like subscriber count. I had my YouTube subscriber count, my like Twitter follower count. I had my Twitch follower count, all up. And then I realized that was like way too much all at once. When I got to the UK and I started to realize like, oh, stuff might be going down a little bit, I turned off everything. I just thought that when the view count goes down, that means that I'm doing something wrong.
It's interesting because how good you feel based on the number rising is exactly how bad you'll feel when the number drops.
Exactly.
So you almost have to
very
desensitize yourself to the growth or fall completely.
You should care about how it does. Obviously, if it does bad, then you should try to improve, but you shouldn't care so much to the point where you think that you are a worse content creator or worse person because of that number going down.
Do you get to walk around the streets without a disguise on at all? Before we continue learning about the world of RANBOO,
It all came so fast for me, so I was so worried that it would leave so much faster.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to some previous episodes that you may find entertaining, such as Tubbo, Corpse, Dream.
Okay, fam, and I gotta, okay. Maybe tomorrow? The Corpse interview, I'm doing maybe either tomorrow or I'll have it maybe on Monday or Tuesday at the latest, but we're doing it. We're doing it. Ripping off that Band-Aid. I'm not waiting. I'm not making you guys wait. We're doing it. Oh my God, and then we still need to do Carl Jacobs.
And I also have an upcoming episode with, should I spoil it? Okay, I'll spoil it. It's Wilbur Soot. I'd also like to thank HBO Max for sponsoring this episode. Yeah!
That's a big
HBO
sponsor.
Max has kept my queue of things to stream stocked all year long. And that's not just a gift.
Let's go, RANBOO.
If that's
Wilbur.
dating with your therapist, and that's better.
All right, fam. We back.
Do you get to walk around the streets without a disguise on at all?
Usually I always kind of just wear the mask, not only because, well, COVID as well.
True, it exists.
But then I also just wear the mask always just in case.
exists.
Do you think that you would have worn a mask if you started creating content before the pandemic, but like before masks were normalized in the US?
Yes.
You think that you would have a mask?
I think
on?
I probably would have. It probably would have actually been a box head instead. Yeah, I ran a poll on Twitter and I was like, mask and glasses or box head. And I'm so glad that they chose the mask and glasses because I do not know how I would have been able to do
Box head would have been hell.
I actually got one from Crumb.
Yeah.
When I did like a pancake stream with her. And I wore it the whole time and I was just like, hi, ooh.
This is terrible.
I'm so glad that I did not choose the box.
Do you get recognized a lot, considering you are so recognizable?
When it's just me on the street, I really only got recognized like a couple of times when I was in the UK. Someone came up to me and they just said, "Oh, are you like RANBOO?" I'm like, "Oh, yes." You're like the first person to ever recognize me without someone else.
You know you're watching Numero Uno. Have you dealt with anyone recognizing you when your glasses are off?
Yes, it was actually like the first time I got recognized, it was with the glasses off. So they were just like, "Do you want to put on glasses?" And I just
They actually recommended that you put them on.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I think I recognize you, but can you go ahead and just put on the glasses so I can be sure?
I just said, "Oh, I have my glasses, don't worry," and I just put them on. Because they're just all really respectful, which is cool.
Is it tempting to reveal more and more personal information? Just because I feel like people want it so much, you're like, ooh, they love when I give a little bit of personal.
I'm all right. No, it's not tempting at all. I'd rather keep it, private.
No, I'm all right.
How do you
let's keep
make
it
a
how it
decision
is.
on what's worth sharing and what's more worth keeping to yourself?
If someone else like either has the same thing or is going through the same thing, then seeing someone that you watch, that you find entertainment, that you find comfort in, also having or doing that same thing can really help sometimes and make you feel more like normal.
And fam, this burned out and overwhelmed is something that all content creators really have to deal with. I deal with it a lot. I try and put out bare minimum 2 videos a day, sometimes 3, or if it's a busy day, 4. Just depend upon with how much stuff comes out. You throw on top of that streaming, editing, working in real life, being a parent in real life. Like I usually get burned out about once a month, and I gotta take like a couple days off. And when I say a couple days off, like I upload 1 video a day. Like that's what's crazy for me. Taking a day off is putting out 1 video. I feel if I only put out 1 video, I feel like I haven't accomplished anything. And it's a good drive to have, but there's some days like I literally I hate this room, this studio. Like I don't want to be down here at all. So I'm saying like 1 or 2 days a month. But anyway, so I understand this next
You used to
segment.
stream almost
does.
150 hours a month. Did you experience any burnout with that?
Yes and no. I would lock myself in my room for like 10 hours a day, pretty much just strategizing and thinking about the next thing to do. And I would do that every single day. So even if I had like 150 stream hours, I think like my total work hours a month would be like closer to like 300. And it took me not doing that for a day when I went to the UK to realize I was really burnt out.
Wait, just 1 day break from it?
Not checking everything and not like analyzing absolutely everything all the time was enough for me to say that really was not healthy, and I was like essentially forcing myself to do it.
I know like when I first got the opportunity to like do stuff on YouTube, I uploaded something and it started taking off. I started to feel guilty. Like if I pass up this opportunity that is so rare, then I would be a fool. I have to go full throttle, nonstop.
I was obsessively looking for those opportunities because it all came so fast for me. So I was so worried that it would leave so much faster.
He did a good job with his opportunity.
What's next for RANBOO?
I'm actually thinking about uploading on YouTube more than once every 90 days.
Oh,
yeah.
even in our last interview, you shouted out people to go check out your channel. I think you've only uploaded two videos in the past 7 months.
Since then. Yeah, my big project that I'm working on is a
big project.
Yeah, it's my analog horror series called Generation Loss. Analog horror is essentially, like those like creepy VHS tape videos. It's meant to be a fake VHS tape that has like creepy images, like stuff like pops up and everything. It's
like The Ring.
It's such a cool horror tool to the point where I was just like, I really want to do this. The first actual series that I'm calling it is called The Lost Field Incident. The one thing that I wanted to kind of explore with this channel was, what if the tapes were actually found by a person? And then what would that person go through? Not only is it going to be the actual horror tape itself, but it's also going to be the story of the person who found those tapes in the first place.
And is this live action?
It is going to be like part live action and then part also the
animated tapes.
Yeah. I hope to get it all done by the end of next year.
How many episodes?
The Lost Field Incident is going to have 3 episodes, I believe.
3 episodes within the next 12 months.
Hopefully.
Okay, so it's about
This is why I love Anthony. He's just so like playful and like 100% that was just like sarcasm. He's like, because they're talking about, RANBOO's like, yeah, I really want to start uploading a lot more. So he's like, oh, so 3 videos in the next 12 months?
About the same as your average YouTube upload rate.
Basically, yeah, actually, that's pretty accurate.
Do you think that you will do YouTube and Twitch until the day you die?
Yeah. If there are still people that watch me when I'm like 80, then
Yeah?
I'll still do content when I'm 80.
Or you got 5 seconds to shout out or promote anything you want
Let's
directly
go.
into there. Go!
If you want content that is actually being made by me and that will actually be uploaded on a regular basis, then look at my Twitch. Make sure that you are subscribed to Anthony Padilla because
Let's
this
go.
has been the most.
He's at 6 million now, I think,
That's right? You.
Oh.
Because this has been one of the most well-produced actual interviews that I've ever
Oh,
been on.
shit.
And I've only been on a couple, but this
Oh.
definitely sets the bar.
And that bar is very tall, let me tell you.
It's a very
when
high
he goes like
bar.
this, it's not just a bar, it's a ceiling height bar. Well, there you have it. I spent a day with RANBOO, one of the most
Let's go,
gentle
chat.
and warm people I've ever spoken to. Among so many obvious takeaways from today, RANBOO really helped me realize how tempting it is to view yourself through the lens of how others perceive you and how tough it is to detach yourself from that. And I feel like we could all learn
100%.
something from RANBOO's constant desire to grow and become more in tune with his own mental health.
Agree. Let's go, fam. Is there anything hidden? Is there anything hidden? No, no.
I accidentally followed his advice with the whole strategy
here we go.
side
There's-
of it as well. Sometimes
Sorry, there's something hidden. Yeah.
And then my dad helped me with like the strategy side of it as well. Sometimes stuff is recognizable. And then I was just like, on some parts I was just like, okay, you know, maybe. But then I didn't realize that I accidentally followed his advice with the whole black and white thing. And then I just ended up accidentally like ruining all black and white clothing. I'm sorry if you have black and white clothing and you wear it outside.
That means that you're now a RANBOO stan.
That's my bad.
Let's go, fam. And Nikki's the other person that was on their Spotify. Nikki was the person that was on that day with Minecrafters. But fam, this was awesome. I know this was even more than what we were hoping it was gonna be. This was such an amazing interview. And I gotta say, Anthony, thank you for making this sort of content. Like, I feel like this is content that a lot of people can relate to, because each time you have a new guest, it's new, relatable content, you know, like RANBOO with facial dysmorphia. There's a lot of people that relate to that, you know, whereas another person that you have on has different issues that other people can relate to. So I love that he always has this sort of content, because it makes all of us as viewers feel more comfortable, you know, with things that we struggle with daily. And he just does such a good job of, you know, asking these different questions and making the interviewee feel comfortable. So I had an absolute blast. RANBOO, we all love you. This was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please, hold on. Hiccups on the outro, you know it. And if you did, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. And fam, today, well, it's premiering in 6 minutes, but a brand new series I'm starting where I'm touring Hermitcraft bases off of their new season, and I just did GRIAN'S base, so make sure you check that out. This video is amazing. But have a happy new year, enjoy this, and remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats, and as usual, be kind to one another, and that's all I got. Boom, I'm out. Got my love for the Sauce Gang. Peace out, I love you, fam. Much love, happy new year.